Hello everyone, my name is Teena Mathur and I am an assistant professor in Biani Girls College. Today I was going to deliver a lecture on the topic dividend policy. So, under dividend policy there are three models: Walters model, Gordon model and Modigliani and Miller model. So, dividend decision is based on the fact that how far is it affecting in increasing the wealth of the shareholders. So, dividend decision is based on the fact that if by paying dividend, if it is going to increase the wealth of the shareholders, so we should pay the dividend, otherwise we should retain the whole profit for the future growth and investment. So, Walter and Gordon, they both were in favor of dividend policy and they favored that dividend decision is relevant. And Modigliani and Miller, he considered that dividend decision is irrelevant and dividend decision does not affect the market value of the share, that is the value of the firm. Now, let us start with the first model, that is Walters model of dividend policy. So, Walters model, he suggested that dividend policy is based on the relationship between internal rate of return and cost of equity. He suggested that if the internal rate of return is more than the cost of equity, at that time the firm should retain its entire profit and should pay zero dividend to the shareholders. And if the internal rate of return is less than cost of equity, at that time the firm should pay or distribute its entire profit in the form of dividend. So, it means it should keep 100% payout ratio because they do not have investment opportunities. So, Walter categorized firms into three categories. The first category is growth firms when internal rate of return is more than cost of equity. The second is declining firm when internal rate of return is less than cost of equity. And the last is normal firm when the rate of return is just equal to the cost of equity. So, under growth firm, he suggested when the rate of return is more than the cost of equity, it means the firm has more profitable opportunities, means they have more growth opportunities, so they can invest in those opportunities and in those projects and earn profit and can increase the value of the share or market value of the share. So, in growth firms, the firm should keep 0% payout ratio and should keep entire profit in the form of retained earnings so that they can invest it and earn profit on it and increase the wealth of the shareholders. The next form is declining firm. Declining firm is when rate of return or internal rate of return is less than cost of equity. So, under this the firm has under declining firm, the firm does not have profitable opportunities to invest their funds. So, at that time the firm should keep 100% payout ratio, which means they should distribute the whole amount of profit in the form of dividend and can increase the wealth of the shareholders. The next is normal firms. Normal firms are those firms whose internal rate of return is just equal to cost of equity. So, under normal firms, if the firm pay dividend or does not pay dividend, it does not affect the market value of the shares. So, under this the firm does not have to keep a certain portion of dividend as payout or. So, normal firms, under normal firms, it does not, the payment of dividend does not affect the wealth of the shareholders or market value of the shares. Now, the Walters, according to Walters model, the market value of the share can be found out by P equals to D divided by KE plus R in the bracket E minus D oblique KE and upon KE. D stands for dividend per share, K is cost of equity, R stands for internal rate of return, E stands for earning per share, D again stands for dividend per share, oblique KE divided by KE. K stands for cost of equity and P here stands for market value of shares. Now the next model is Gordon's model. He also proposed that dividend decision has a direct bearing on the market value of the shares. So he has also suggested the three categories of firms: growth firms, normal firms and declining firm. Growth firm is when internal rate of return is more than cost of equity. Under this, the price of the share increases. Under this, the price of the share or the market value of the share decreases as the dividend payout ratio increases. So under this, the firm should give smaller portion in the form of dividend and keep a major portion in the form of retained earnings for future growth and investment. Next model is normal firms, when the rate of return is equals to cost of equity. Under this, under normal firms, the dividend policy or dividend decision does not affect the market value of the shares. Now, the next is declining firm, when the rate of return is less than the cost of equity. Under declining firm, the price of the share or the market value of the share increases as the dividend payout ratio increases. So, under this, an organization should keep a major portion in the form of dividend and should keep a very less amount in the form of retained earnings. Its formula is D divided by KE minus G. D is dividend per share, KE cost of equity and G is growth rate. Or there is one more formula, E is earning per share. Under bracket it's 1 minus B, B is retention ratio divided by KE minus BR. K is cost of equity and BR stands for growth rate. Thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment, share and don't forget to subscribe our YouTube channel and visit our website gurukpo.com.